Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome to another speed build. So today I am building another sort of like simpler home. I recently did one of these in the fall season as well. I'm not in fall at the moment. I build like the shell of the house and a little bit of decorating. Actually, maybe I don't even decorate. I'm not exactly sure. But I changed the season before I do the landscaping. That way it has like all the pretty fall colors. It's not supposed to be like a fall house or like a super like autumn themed house. It has some of those colors, especially on the exterior. Once I was like placing the exterior colors, I thought it would look really nice in the fall season. So that's why I changed it, and it's kind of appropriate because it's September. It's not fall yet. I don't think it's fall till like the 21st of this month or something like that. Somewhere around there. Maybe it's the 20th. I don't know. Let me know if you guys know for sure. But anyways, so this house, I actually built the entire exterior months and months ago. I had it saved in a folder, just like screenshots of it, and I took the worst screenshots of it. This was so difficult to recreate. I think I did okay in the end, but like I kept having to pause, look at the pictures, and like zoom into the pictures because I didn't get like too many like close-up shots of it or a variety of angles. I had like a couple of angles that I like repeated the same picture. I don't know what I was doing. It wasn't a very good job, but I had it saved because at the time I built it and I liked the outside. I thought it was like a cute, simple shape of a home, but I didn't know how I wanted to decorate it. I didn't know who I wanted to decorate the house for, so I just kind of set it aside, and I have no idea where the original save is, where the house is, and I don't have the recording anymore, but thankfully I just took the screenshots and everything. But yeah, I finally rebuilt it, and I think it's just super cute. It doesn't look identical to how I made it originally, at least like the exterior colors are different, the landscaping's different, but the overall like shape and floor plan is exactly the same. I actually really liked the floor plan a lot, and I think this home would be really easy to change depending on like, you know, your particular household. If you have like a single sim moving into this neighborhood, because this is like the starter neighborhood of Willow Creek, and so if you removed all of the furniture, the house is probably going to be pretty cheap because the landscaping, pretty much all of it is live edit objects, so they're zero simoleons. There's a few decorations on the exterior that would probably be kind of expensive, like these planter boxes on the windows and maybe the columns and like the fence and stuff. But I think if you removed the interior, it'd be a pretty cheap house. So you could easily just have like a single sim live here just starting out, or you could have like a really small family because it only has 2 bedrooms and then 1 bathroom. But I feel like the bedrooms have, like, they're a good size, so you could easily have like multiple children sims sharing a room, and I just feel like this house has a lot of potential. And plus you could even probably make it a little bit bigger. Like it might be an easy house to turn into a 2-story home if you wanted to do that. I don't know, I feel like it just has a lot of possibilities. So hopefully you guys agree, and hopefully you guys like the way I decorated it. Originally going into this, I planned on just making a pretty neutral home, like with sort of those fall colors like browns and creams and maybe orangey tones and reds and those sorts of colors. And I think it still has some of that. Definitely the browns I included a lot of. But I ended up making it a lot more bohemian than I had planned on. So hopefully this isn't repetitive because I'm going to be doing a lot of boho stuff here pretty soon. So I've done some stuff recently, and throughout the years I've definitely done like the boho style a lot. But with high school years we got some really nice boho stuff, and actually when I just finished this build, a winged llama just announced the release of her set, the boho stuff pack. It's like Boho Living, I believe is the name of it. I did an overview. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out because it's such an amazing stuff pack. So I'm going to be doing a build on my main channel, on this channel, with that pack along with all of the other sets that a winged llama has came out with so far. So it'll just be like a winged llama showcase basically, and I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to make for that. Probably an apartment because I don't think she has any items that are like build specific. It's all like decor items, and so I think an apartment would be a great way to showcase it. So I'm very excited because it's just like my most favorite set ever, and it's so good, and I love it. So I'm very excited to do that, and I'll definitely be using those items on my CC channel, and I'll probably do something that's like super boho with some of the other items that I have from other creators that are more in that boho style, and just create like maybe like a boho super build or something. I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, so hopefully you guys will like that. And if you guys haven't been over to my CC channel in a while, I recently started doing like introductions to my videos, so not full voiceovers, but just sort of like a hello sort of introduction, and a little summary of what I was thinking when it came to the build, and a few like maybe important details or things like that. So just a very short sort of introduction, and a lot of you over there seem to really enjoy that, and it's going pretty well. So I think I will continue with it, and yeah, I just thought I would let you guys know in case you haven't been over there and didn't know I was doing those. But anyways, we have gone into the fall season in game. I moved a sim onto the lot, and I used the MC command center to change the season because that's the easiest way to do it, although the cheats to do it are pretty easy too. But you have a lot more control with the MC command center because you can like change the weather and stuff. So if it's like a bit too gloomy to build, or you know it has like a storm or something, you can easily get rid of it and make it a nice sunny day so it's nice and bright to decorate. That's what I like to do anyways. Here on the front porch, I just made like a nice seating area. I thought this would be super cute, and even at this point I didn't know it was going to be a bohemian house. I think once I started decorating on the interior and placed like the curtains, I was like, okay, we're just gonna go with it. It's my favorite style, so might as well. And so I really enjoyed it. And in the back, in case you missed it because I didn't mention it or for whatever reason, I did put a hot tub back there. I used the base game hot tub that we got, I think for the Sims 4, or not the Sims 4, but the entire Sims franchise 20th anniversary. I think that's when we got it, but I thought it looked nice back there. And there's also an outdoor dining table, a barbecuer, and some planter boxes so the Sims can do some gardening. I thought about placing some planter pots here on the front. You may have noticed that I placed them for a second, but I didn't quite like the way it looked, so I decided to get rid of them. But you could easily place more if you find it necessary. And honestly, I didn't utilize the entire lot. I wanted to put some trees at the very back of the lot, so I made the fenced in area a lot smaller, so you could even extend that and maybe even put in like a greenhouse or something if that's, you know, something you'd be interested in for your Sims, or maybe like a garden. There's just like a lot of different space. Or if you decide to make this a family home, you could easily have room for some play equipment or a sandbox or something like that. But here I'm starting off by decorating the living room first. I placed dark wood automatically because I know how I am, and I really go to light wood very easily. And so I really wanted to use more dark wood. I've been mentioning this in like a couple of different voiceovers, how I want to try to use more dark woods. So I did hear the windows aren't dark, they're white, and that'll probably continue. I will try my best to use some darker windows in future builds. I'm sure if I do like a Tudor home or something, I could make it work really easily. But I feel like when I do like regular suburban homes, white just looks so clean and like contrasting, and I just love it. So I always go for it. But yeah, for the living room, I placed these couches that came from high school years. And I thought in this particular swatch, they looked so nice and just pretty, and I just really loved it. So I just decided to continue with it and tried to find decorations that I thought matched and looked nice with it, and sort of created this nice like cozy boho sort of. It sort of has like a vintage feel to it because I used a few different like more traditional pieces. I was trying to pick out more like modern looking pieces, or at least youthful looking pieces, because I was trying to imagine the Sims that would live here, and I still didn't come to like a very clear idea on this. So if you guys have any ideas, definitely let me know. But I was thinking the Sims that live here are sisters. I was thinking one is a little bit younger and, you know, the other one's a little bit older. For a while I was thinking maybe they're twins, so maybe they are, I don't know. And then I was also thinking originally that they were younger, like very young adult Sims, because of like the boho style. But the more and more I added some like more traditional looking pieces, I was like, maybe they're older Sims. So I don't know. Let me know. I really have no idea what they're into or who they are, you know, what their careers are, anything. I didn't really specifically think about that in too much detail. I was more just trying to decorate a home that I liked and thought looked cozy, and kind of focused on the decorations more. So I would really like to hear you guys' idea, or ideas rather. But anyways, over here on top of the fireplace, I had forgot to add like another decoration to the left of the candles. So it's just kind of an empty blank space right there, and I didn't notice it until I was editing the footage. And so I'll try to find something before uploading it to the gallery. So if you guys, yeah, notice any decoration there, hopefully I place something that looks good. I'm sure I'll find something that'll look nice, that'll be easy to fill in the space. But something I wanted to mention, I have recently relaunched my Patreon page. So if you guys are interested in that, I do have 2 tiers. One is a donation tier of $1, and then the other one is a $2 tier, and that one I'm offering a variety of different perks. And I recently added a new perk where you guys get early access to my builds. So before they go on the gallery, I'm offering the tray files for download. And so if you're interested in that sort of thing, of course it's not necessary, don't feel obligated, but if you would like to, and if that's something that you're interested in, definitely check that out. But anyways, over here is the dining room. This dining room is my favorite room in the house. I love it. I think this table, you guys probably know by now how much I love this table. It came from my wedding stories, and I love the like sheer tablecloth, and then like the wood texture on the table is a bit worn and rough looking. And then these chairs that came from the Paranormal Stuff pack are like my favorite chairs in games. So the combination of them together looked so pretty, and I love the view from like the living room looking into it. It looked really nice in my opinion. So you guys will have to let me know if you guys agree. But over here is the kitchen. The kitchen is a really good size. I decided to use these counters that came from Cool Kitchen. I just liked the modern look of them. The cabinets that I end up using came from Jungle Adventure. So if you don't have Cool Kitchen, but you do have Jungle Adventure, I would just use the matching counters that go with them. But honestly, there's probably other counters that would go nice together too. Just for some reason, I chose this combination. And so I thought it looked nice. And I also really enjoyed using this shelf over here. This shelf came from the Blooming Rooms kit, and I used a lot of plants from that kit over here on this shelf, and a few from like, or I think maybe just 2 from base game. But anyways, I thought this looked so cute over here. So the Sims definitely enjoy plants because I used a lot of them in this build, and like decorating their bedrooms and stuff. I really like decorating with plants, and so it's a nice way to fill in the space. So I think all of my Sims like plants, because I think all of my builds are the same way. Even if it doesn't like go with the style, I still like, it's like my go-to. If I have an empty space on a counter or empty space on the floor or a corner or something that needs something, it's like just put a plant there. It'll fill in the space nicely and look pretty. And I think it was it Lone Fox, I believe, on his channel, he said that a plant is a neutral, and so you can pretty much put them anywhere, and I agree with that. So yeah, here I'm just picking out some clutter pieces and organizing them on the kitchen counters. I've mentioned recently how I feel like that clock that came from the high school years pack is like a kitchen timer, so I've been putting it in my kitchens recently, and I feel like it just looks like one of those cute little like timers that you might have in your kitchen. It doesn't look like any one specifically that I've seen in real life, but for some reason it reminds me of one. I don't know, let me know if you guys agree. But here is the hallway leading to the bathroom and the bedrooms. It's just a nice simple hallway, but I put a few decorations in here and I think it looks good. And then over here will be the bathroom. So it's the only bathroom in the build, but it's a pretty good sized bathroom. And yeah, it has everything that your Sims need: a shower tub combo, a toilet, a sink, and some decorations. I really liked the shower that I chose because the curtain I thought was really pretty, and it kind of matched, I felt like, the theme and everything that I was going for. And I like the interior of this house because I feel like it feels really cohesive, but it doesn't have like one particular like main color. Like sometimes I'll get really stuck on like one particular color, and like the whole house will have that like one color. I guess brown's that color for this build, but I recently just did a coastal house on my CC channel, and it was like so heavily with like blue, and I thought it looked nice and I love it, but it's nice to do something different because that one was so heavy on one color. So yeah, and it's also nice to be able to achieve a cohesive look without like going so heavy on one color. But like I said, maybe brown's that color for this build. But anyways, here I was just picking out some beds for the bedrooms. I chose this bed that came from high school years because I just really love this green color, and I thought like the heart pattern on it was super cute. And so I think if I were to like create these Sims, this would be the older one, and the one in the other room would be the younger one. And I really have no reason for that, so I don't know why. So yeah, because they're basically like the same rooms. I mean, they're not the same like they have completely different decorations, but neither one of them look more youthful than the other, and neither one of them has like a specific like hobby necessarily. There's no specific decorations for like, I don't know, like painting or chess or photography or anything like that. So I don't know why I thought that, but I did. But yeah, here I'm just picking out different decorations to put around the room. I end up placing another dresser over here, so there's really like 3 places to store clothes in here. There's 2 dressers and a walk-in closet, so lots of room for that. But I really like this dresser, and it feels more like a linen cabinet rather than a dresser, so I feel like there's just like extra blankets and sheets and stuff stored in here. But I liked it in this green color. I thought it was really pretty, and I loved the curtains, and everything in here I thought was so cute. I definitely like this room more than the other room, but you guys will have to let me know if you like this one better. This one I kind of struggled starting out with, like picking out the curtains and making sure I liked the bed with it. I end up using this bed in the end, and I keep this wallpaper. I think I like tried to change it at one point, but I really liked the purple. It felt very fall to me, and so I wanted to make it work, and I did in the end. I was just, I don't know, kind of having like a tough start with the room. And then I placed this bed, and I was like, well, I can't do that one because then I'll make another green room, and the other one is already green. And then I found this swatch, and I think this swatch actually works nicely with the bed that I placed originally. It has more of like pink colors in it than purple, but I think it works in here because the lower part of the curtain has kind of a more purpley hue than a pink hue, but the sheer part of it's more pink. So I don't know, I feel like it works. And then these end tables that came from the high school years pack came in a really nice purple color too. So this sim definitely likes the color purple because I used a lot of it in this room. And yeah, I feel like it's super cozy too. And I don't know, I like the decorations that I chose in here. So you guys will have to let me know if you guys agree. Here I'm just picking out a dresser. I kind of struggled with picking out a dresser, but I ended up using this one that came from Seasons. And then I just found a few different decorations to put up on top of it. And then here I'm placing this nice wicker chair. I really like this chair, and I really don't use it enough, so I thought this would go great in here. And then I just put some decorations up here. I also end up adding a bookcase in here, and then I put a few decorations up on top of that. And yeah, a few decorations over here, like a mirror, and then a laundry basket as well. It's just a non-functioning one that came from base game, and so I have one in each of the bedrooms and the bathroom. So if you have laundry, or if you want your Sims to do laundry, then you could easily place a functioning one. But yeah, this is pretty much it for the build. I'm just adding the final few details, and then we're on to the screenshots. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope you guys do enjoy the screenshots. So thank you so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.